Not quite the Florida weather we were hoping for to get the 2012 racing season going, but it certainly won't affect the action level, because that's what we've come to love about this championship. It's the BMW Performance 200 at Daytona International Speedway. Of course, it's round one of the Continental Tire Sports Car Challenge Series for 2012. This is good stuff. Let's get racing for the 2012 season. Shelby Blackstock, in just his second season of racing, starts from pole for Roush Performance. But have a look at that V8 Vantage. That Aston Martin takes the lead in turn one.
Joe Foster to the front. Look at Eric Curran in that all-black sinister Camaro. He slides through to third. Gunter Scholdak in the mix as well.
Aston Martin leads for the first time, guys, in its first outing.
This is impressive. Two cars run by Multimatic. We told you about that a little earlier. And we've got team cars on the front row in ST. Yes, Andy Lally gets off to a good start. It's Mark Pombo alongside him, who will share that car with his brother Matt. And good clean stuff in ST as well.
It's the sister car. Andy Lally has the lead down the front straightaway. But look at this, the Bimmerwell car, Levine, looking very strong in these opening laps and goes to the front.
David Levine had been very patient and was working away on the Kias, got up to second, then got up to front, and then look at this, just went a little wide and gave Andy Lally the top spot back. That car, that blue Subaru, is back there in fifth.
And they want it to keep raining. Unfortunately for them, it has dried out. The racetrack is dry now. Everybody's switched over to dry tires, and that does not play into their court very well.
Eric Curran leads the way for the CKS Camaro team with Matt Plum tucked in behind. He's up front here at Daytona. Look at that Stevenson's Camaro. It runs a little bit wide with Matt Bell behind the wheel.
They'll need a full fuel load and a splash unless we see a lot of caution. But meanwhile, here comes Matt Plum. These are the guys going for three in a row here at Daytona. Takes it to the inside and takes the lead from Curran.
That looked pretty easy. As a matter of fact, they both let it go pretty easy. But I tell you guys, now you're going to see the cream come to the top because the racetrack's pretty dried out. Everybody's on slick tires now. The race is on. That was a little rude with this, Calvin.
Yeah, Frank Rossi just got in there way too deep and turned Patrick Dempsey around and did a little bit of damage to that right rear quarter panel.
Pace car is off. We are ready to go back to racing after quite a lengthy yellow. Let's do it, and it's the four-line BMW of Hugh Plum out in front of Eric Curran, and then the Roush Performance Mustang, the first of them with pole sitting Shelby Blackstock behind the wheel, then Jack Roush Jr.
Let's see here what happens. Well, I'm not sure.
Well, he's got a flat top. That probably
right
came
rear.
from the contact.
A lot of cars getting off at the same time, which is always a little bit suspicious.
There is leader Hugh Plum. Look at that. Eric Curran gets into the Roush of Shelby Blackstock in the Roush Performance Mustang. Just sent him sideways, and that allowed Jack Roush Jr. to come up and make a move.
Yeah, he comes up to the inside and forces his way down there on his teammate. And Jack Roush Sr. said, you got to be careful here in these slippery conditions, and two teammates shouldn't be roughing each other up like that.
Let's go racing with former series champion Dave Empringham at the front of this field in the Porsche. This looks good. Dean Martin right behind. Tony Rivera's tucked in there as well. And this is Gunnar Jeanette. It's already happened, and it's pretty nasty.
Yeah, down into the bus stop there, something went awry in traffic. He got turned, heavy impact with the wall.
Watch Kyle Gimple in the red Mini. He's rubbing all over the back of the other Mini, and I think they break apart here. He's got steering in, and he just collects Terry. Nothing he could do.
Yeah, I think he was trying to get off the back of the Mini in front of him, and then suddenly they broke loose, Dulcie, and he suddenly had massive steering input to the right and just clouded Terry. Had nowhere to go.
Look at Brian Sellers in that four-line BMW sitting second. He's all over Billy Johnson. We see green, and there's just half an hour left in this season opener.
Yeah, Brian Sellers has been the fastest man on the racetrack this afternoon, but we know the speed and prowess of Billy Johnson at the front of the field right now. Then right behind those two, you got Matt Plum going for his third straight victory here at Daytona.
And they're coming, Cal. They got it.
Klein Irving has never won one of these races before. He's got 4 World Challenge titles for his first win in this series. Goes to the lead with 1 lap to go.
How about that? As we mentioned, they've had heartache here the last 2 years, but guess what? Roush Performance goes to victory lane here at Daytona. The four-line guys side by side across the line for second. Is Nick Johnson close enough? Can Pierre Klein-Ubing hold him off?
This car's going to get real wide here. He's got to protect this lead until he gets to the stripe.
Nick's got the big run. Here he comes to the inside.
Inside of Pierre Klein-Ubing, the series champ, puts the Kia in the first place. There's contact.
They touch.
Coming to the tri-oval. Klein-Ubing's going to get it.
Gets it.
Because
unbelievable.
Because of the touch, he scrubbed off the momentum. I can't believe that. Woo!
Wow. Klein-Ubing stole the win by that much.